What are you anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves what you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventures. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
What's the other one?
What you see is what you get. I'm just a hedgehog who loves adventures.
Okay, so what I was doing essentially was Sonic the Hedgehog's voice. Sonic the Hedgehog's voice. First, I was doing the Ryan Drummond style of Sonic's voice, and then I was doing the Roger Craig Smith style. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they sound very similar, but the trained ear can understand that this and this sound slightly different. But that was probably a good take. But I'm not really that good as far as my Roger Craig Smith Sonic voice. But anyways, I'm getting way too old. And I'm over here complaining to my high school homies and everybody, and to you guys on the internet, about my dating life or lack thereof. And I don't know. Like, ever since I came back down here to Chicago, up here to Chicago, I've been having the strong urge to approach females. All right? In Atlanta, I didn't at all. Whatever reason. Well, to be fair, I was under a lot of stress back in the day, but I just didn't really have no feeling or no urge or push to approach females. Yes, I've only seen a handful of pretty females in Atlanta. I'm still not understanding that Atlanta has some of the prettiest women ever in the country. I highly disagree with that. I don't know who said that. I think hood dudes are saying junk like that. But anyway, so in Atlanta, specifically the city outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia, because I lived in the city outskirts, not Atlanta, the city. I just was not enjoying it. I was under a bunch of stress, and there weren't a lot of pretty females and stuff like that. There, I said it again. Stuff like that. It was just a lot, okay? But now I am here in Chicago, right? Okay, this is the thing. In Atlanta, because I was super stressed out and I didn't have access to pretty females and all, I kind of use all that as an excuse. To, I guess, not search for females though down there. But that's the thing. I was still under the impression of my post-childhood parents, and then also my former modern parents at the time. You see, the thing is, obviously, even though they're all banned right now, they're all banned from knowing what's going on in my dating life, but even then, they somewhat was banned, okay? I was already starting to put some boundaries in place that I don't want my childhood family. I've been doing this for a very long time. The early days of my not the peak days of my childhood family. I don't want them to have nothing to do with my dating life, okay? Why? It's because they were terrible at choosing a partner for me. They were just terrible. They just terrible at it. All right. And then another thing, I just didn't think it was a good idea for family to be very much associated with my dating life. It just didn't really feel right to me. All right. Like, because the point is, I did not want no interference at all. I did not want any kind of interference at all. But they kept trying to interfere in my dating life, or at least my liking girls' life back in the day. Is, I guess, because, no problem, curiosity is curiosity, but their whole goal was just for me to fit their little I don't know, dream of me and stuff like that, to fit their script that they've written for me and all. And especially when they found out that I was getting rejected, and I was not liking girls on TVs, and I was not getting girlfriends in school and everything. They all made the conclusion and that I was gay. And then my childhood parents, for whatever reason, they decided Nope, I never had the talk. I might have to recap that video. I never had the talk. I had the interrogation. All right, the interrogation. I was being interrogated if I was gay just because I wasn't liking ladies on TV and not winning females and everything. So yeah, but anyways, I'm just over here. I'm waiting for the bus. What was the main point? Oh yeah. So all that time I'm being, my especially after my childhood parents have divorced, that's when I made the decision that I really cannot let them know what's going on in my life. And then my insecurities was building up just because my childhood parents were divorced and everything, because I had no structure in my house, and the way how they taught me as far as being traditional with relationships and all, it just was not working, because it's just not a great image for myself. Like, especially for a white female, for that matter. What white woman would be glad to show off her black boyfriend whose parents aren't together? Exactly. That's what all I'm trying to say. So, that's that thing. But now, and then fast forward a little bit to my modern parents, now formal. They was just a complete nah, not at all. My former modern parents, they just being all of my entire modern family. All right, they were just up in my dating business, especially my former modern father, thinking I was gay or crazy or whatever just because I wasn't out there sleeping around with women, which I don't know. But I'm gonna stop talking about him eventually. But I'm just saying whatever. It's just part of the topic. But maybe I should walk forward further. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just over here being extremely stressed out and everything because my life, I was, my life wasn't structured and it wasn't showing any kind of structure, and it just really sucked. It just really sucked. So, okay, maybe I should walk. I don't know, whatever. I'm not gonna even talk about it. But yeah, so I'm realizing there's no structure in my life. And obviously, I can't, because my former modern family is banned from my dating life, I've decided, screw it. I am not going to date because I want nothing to do with this, because what they want me to do, especially my former modern father, like, they wanted me to start doing it. Whatever reason, my former modern father really wanted me to go out there and start doing it, showing my royal oats. But whatever, going past that. Anyways, my insecurities and my researches and everything has been, my researches on the red pill, black pill, and all that other stuff, which is coming by. The thing is, I became MGTOW. I became MGTOW at age 18. All right? Because this is why I became MGTOW at age 18. I'm pretty sure I already let y'all know this, but when I became homeless for a little bit, and I had no job, and then I was visiting this external church, right? And M girl, the brunette girl, the pale brunette girl, the high girl, I somewhat had a thing for her, but the thing is, I was homeless, so that would not have been a great impression. So I decided to back off on, approaching women and all. So there's that. And from that entire time, from 18 all the way to technically now, I've been I just haven't approached a female. I really haven't. And that's just the way how it's going. Mine for that entire time. So that's all those years, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, I was doing my fingers, 7 years of me not approaching females this entire time. And during that entire time, I am pretty much filling my brain with all this internet stuff about MGTOW and red pills and all that stuff. I'm glad I understand the red pill and all. I really do. And the black pill even, that's okay, because it's just a reflection of understanding reality. Some females are attracted to specific kinds of males, all right? Most females share a similar trait, all right, in attraction of male. And it goes same thing with the red pill. A male a man has to really work on himself. I totally agree. But that's the thing. Now, is that my bus? I think that's the bus. In conclusion, I'm getting old, all right? I'm getting old. I'm 25 years old. I put myself in a position where I could approach actual attractive women, because Atlanta women were not that attractive to me. They were not at all. Like, there was only literally a handful of attractive women in Atlanta. But the thing is, I was so under stress and everything, I just couldn't do it and everything. So, but either way, Atlanta, I wasn't seeing me being there long term anyway. So that's the thing. I was really dependent on my parents, specifically my childhood parents at the time. But now that I am in Chicago, I'm back where there's a lot of actual pretty females. Not in this neighborhood. That's why y'all saw me frowning, because I saw some women, yeah. Anyways, but on the north side, there's a bunch of pretty females. I fumbled one blonde baddie. I don't like saying baddie, because I hate that term. And then I approached that airport girl, the brunette girl. She's wearing the black, I think black shirt and black leggings thing or whatever it's called. But she was pretty, yeah. But like I said, I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting way too old for this. But now I'm in a right mind space and right mental, a great space in my mental health. I don't have to stress about this stuff no more. Yes, this is the problem I'm having. I don't like the fact, I really do not like the fact that I'm about to quit my job right now, and I'm just getting this strong urge to approach females, and I hate that. I really do. I really hate that I'm getting this strong urge to approach females, and I'm about to quit my job. But that's the thing. I'm sick of this. I've been complaining to my overnight grocery co-workers, all of them, including the single mom one, because she was actually pretty cool. But I don't, the elder co-worker, my elder co-worker at my former job, I was telling them all know what was going on and everything. And the point is, in conclusion, I'm getting too old for this. I'm 26 in the next week. I'm 26 next week. I'm getting way too old for this. Oh my gosh, she won't like me because I don't have money. I'm getting too old for that. Yes, I agree. I need to work on my money. I'm working on that. But at the same time, I can't keep doing this. All right? The same thing with my standards too. A lot of females, the older I get, the more likely these females ain't gonna be virgins. So I'm gonna have to make a huge decision. I'm getting way too old for this. So that's the gambit. So I'm tempted to approach women. My bus is here. So what y'all think? Thanks for watching. I'm gonna start approaching females, attractive ones, blondes to be exact. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.